Architect's new album, The Sky, the Earth, and All Between, is out. I've been loving the singles that we've gotten so far from this album, so obviously I'm really excited to hear the ones that I have yet to hear and review the album in full. So for those of you that do not know, Architects is a British metalcore band formed by twin brothers Dan and Tom Searle, but now consists of Dan Searle on drums, Sam Carter on vocals, Alex Dean on bass, and Adam Christianson on guitar. The Sky, the Earth, and All Between is their 11th studio album and was released on February 28th, 2025. So without further ado, let me jump right in, give it a listen, and give my thoughts. Let's go. Track 1, Elegy. Alright, everything ends.
It's another night. Take me to the place where the heavens are haunted. I'm a broken mirror. I saw myself a paradise. When you see it red, we'll make you royalty. Out of luck, beating up, living under thunderclouds.
A few moments later.
And that's the end. What a way to end it. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay, wow. I have lots of thoughts. Okay. First of all, my first impression is that I really, really like the album as a whole. I think it's really good. I will say I think Architects for sure did put their best songs forward, their best foot forward with a lot of the singles that they released, including Whiplash, one of my favorites, Seeing Red, Brain Dead, and probably my absolute favorite on the whole album, Black Hole. But let me give you my thoughts on the album as a whole. First things first, there's a good bit of variety on this album. I think that opening track, Elegy, really sets the tone rather nicely. I think it eases in as well as pulls us in really well with a softer opening verse and then a great chorus that mimics the name of the album lyrically, which I really like that touch. And then the chorus ends with a punch, seamlessly transitioning to this heavier sound in the post-chorus and the second verse. And I love the end of the chorus, the again, 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 again. And then we slow way down for the bridge. We get a pretty dope breakdown. That's going to be a common theme in this review. There's some pretty dope breakdowns throughout this whole album. But then we slow down yet again for a really beautiful outro. All around, a really great opening track, sets the tone. I love the first one, Elegy. So, in my opinion, really, really nice opening track. And then, of course, we have my... probably my two top favorites, Whiplash and Black Hole. What's not to love about these? We know them, we love them. Heavy, high energy, impressive vocals, just good all around. I mean, for goodness sakes, Whiplash has 2 breakdowns, for goodness sakes. Black Hole has a kick-ass guitar solo. And both have intros that will just make you say, holy f***, let's get into this. And both of the songs have intros that just right away, we're in. It kicks us in the damn face. So what is not to love? These are probably my 2 favorite songs on the whole album, Black Hole probably being my favorite, and Whiplash is a trip as well. Really, really good next 2 songs. After these 2 high-energy songs, the 4th track, Everything Ends, I think is kind of a good little break from those 2 high-energy songs. It slows things down a little bit. It's a little bit vibey. It gives us a little bit of relief on the album, but you don't get that vibe for too long because Brain Dead, probably my either second favorite or third favorite on this whole album, it kicks things into high gear. I love this song. So Architect brings House of Protection in on this track, and let me just say, the guitar riffs are spot on, the chorus really speaks to me, and the breakdown is insane. It's heavy. Next few songs, Evil Eyes, Landmines, and Judgment Day are all around really good. I think these songs do kind of have an equal mix of the heavy parts, but also a little bit more of the clean vocals we get from Sam, which makes it all together really nice in my opinion. So I like the blended elements here. Landmines actually gives some punk vibes in my opinion. It's very catchy, but I do think, I will say my least favorite song is probably Judgment Day. It just doesn't do it for me. It's not my favorite. I don't love the chorus at all, and they bring a female vocalist in on this one. I think that she sounds beautiful, but it's missing something for me. I mean, there's just other Judgment Days I think I prefer instead. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and there's more where that came from. Moving on. Broken Mirror is really beautiful lyrically and musically. I just really also love the way that this song ends. It kind of slows things down, but it also has some really nice heavier parts too. I will say all of the songs in this album I think have that good mix of heavy and clean, and I think that they mix it just right. I mean, some of them are heavy the whole time. Some of them, very few, are almost clean the whole time, but I will say Architects does a really good job of, I don't think they have one full clean song. Even the last song that we'll get to in a little bit has like one heavy line that they just had to sneak in there. But anyways, Broken Mirror, overall, a really nice song. And we already know the next 2, Curse and Seeing Red, they're both solid songs. They are. I love me a good bleh. Can't do it as good as Sam, you know, but Seeing Red's a good one. I like the little touch, the unique touch of the chorus in that one. I was listening to that one a long time ago when that came out. I think that one came out actually 2023, so that one's been around for a long time, and I just think that both of these 2, Curse and Seeing Red, are really great musically, and then of course I like some of the unique flares that they added, especially to Seeing Red. And then finally the closing song, like I was saying, Chandelier, is masterful. It's slower, it's beautiful. I think that it showcases a different side of vocals of Sam Carter's voice, and I think that he sounds amazing, and all in all, a really great way to end the album. Because I think that first song perfectly set the tone. It really goes in and out of kind of intense and then slow. It's kind of like, okay, we're gonna get intense. We're gonna get an intense, high energy, heavy album, but also, you know, we're gonna sneak in a lot of slower stuff too, a lot of technical elements as well, and then that end song, since we're almost heavy the whole time, it's like a crescendo, and then that last song just brings it home and takes things down a notch, and that last line of this song just seals the deal. I thought it was great. So from start to finish, it's a journey, and that's what we want on an album. We want a journey of ups and downs, and I think that this album did give it to us. I think that the album as a whole does a really good job of giving us the high moments, but also peppering in some of the softer vocals at just the right moments. I think the ordering of the tracks is pretty good too. I think the length is pretty decent. I think it's 41 minutes, and one thing's for sure, Architects sure as hell know how to do a good ass intro. I swear, I would say every one of these songs adequately gets us pumped up pretty much. I mean, holy whether it's blah, whether it's move, whether it's whether it's don't worry about me, you know, just leave it to them, but just take my word for it that these intros just get you pumped, and you know, it's like 10 out of 10, we're gonna be headbanging in the first 5 seconds of the song, and that's what I want on a good metal album, so I appreciate that they did that. I also like the structure of a lot of the songs. Like I said, a lot of them kind of start slow, get heavy, come back down, or stay heavy the whole time, but get slow in the right moments, or stay slow most of the time, get heavy, the crescendo in the right moments, and they finish out slow. I think that the structure of the songs in general were really nice, and most of them were kind of unique and took on their own structure, but some of them were similar too, so I think there was a good mix of both of those things. As far as critiques, I do think some of the songs sounded similar. I would kind of expect that from this album, so I'm not super upset about it, but like I said, I think that the redeeming factor is the structure and how maybe some of the songs sounded a little bit similar or kind of had the same sort of chord progressions, but they always structured them in a little bit of a different way that they stood out in their own unique way. There are definitely some skip tracks here. Like I said, I didn't love Judgment Day. That's probably my least favorite. I didn't love the chorus and stuff like that, but I mean, very rare is it that we get an album where there's absolutely zero skip tracks, so I can't be too upset about that. I love the heavy guitar riffs, but I also could use some more solos. If you guys know me, you know I like some good guitar solos. We obviously get an amazing one in Black Hole, and there was one other song that had a decent one. It could have been better, but I like more guitars. I like that a lot of the guitars were heavy, and I think that there's some great riffs throughout, so that's also not a huge sore spot for me either. Just a little nitpick that, you know, I always want more guitar. Bring on the guitar, baby. In general, The Sky, the Earth, and All Between is a pretty solid album. Heavy throughout, yet clean and unique in all the right moments. And definitely has a huge handful of certified bangers. But what did you guys think? Did you guys like The Sky, the Earth, and All Between? Were you guys excited for this album? Did it disappoint? Did it exceed your expectations? I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know, and thank you guys for watching, and catch me next time. Peace.